Hey guys, Rather Nerd here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Beast Wars Megatron Funko Pop. I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know this even existed. I'm going to be honest, I was literally just walking through EB Games, my local EB Games, and I saw this guy on the shelf, and I was flabbergasted, to say the least, because I didn't even know that Funko was even making, Beast War figures. Which I'm all for it, honestly. Like, this is a really awesome concept here. Kind of expanding the overall Transformers, not just from G1, but we could also possibly get, like a Michael Bay Transformer Funko Pop, or, some even more, maybe even Transformers Armada, or, Transformers Animated, or Transformers Prime. If Funko does Transformers Prime, I will literally splooge everywhere. But yeah, I didn't even know that this was existed, so I was I immediately had to pick this guy up, not just because it's Beast Wars and it's Transformers, but also because it's one of my favorite interpretations of Megatron. I love G1 Megatron, and I love Transformers Prime Megatron, but this is my favorite Megatron of all time. But taking a look at the box here, I love the you can kind of see it more on the side of the box here. Got like the more like the 90s toy packaging going through how here with the scales and everything. It would have been awesome if they had like the green eye kind of coming around the pop logo here. I think that would have been awesome. You do get a little bit of a green there, so I guess that counts. Flip around to the side, the back of the box here. You got more characters that you can collect here. We got Black Arachnia, Megatron, Optimus Primal, and Rhinox, but genuinely, who gives a crap about any of this unless you want to put Black Arachnia in a jar? Please, for the love of God, don't do that. But yeah, Megatron's the only one that I really care about. But other than that, let's take a look at the actual figure. And here is Megatron, and wow, this guy looks amazing. I love how they did this guy. But I do have one complaint before we dive deep into the details here. It's a common thing with Funko Pops, Transformer Funko Pops to be precise. Their heads. I've always had an issue with the size of these goddamn noggins, man. I can't, for the life of me, I can't stand to look at it. I mean, it looks great. Don't get me wrong. It looks just like Megatron. It's just the proportions are just nagging at me. I just don't like it all that well. And for those in the comments saying, but all the Funko Pops have proportions. It's like Chucky from Child's Play 2, where his head is about to fucking explode. That's what Funko Pops are. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Here is Dr. Octopus.
Hello, Peter.
Okay, he's just a regular Funko Pop. He's pretty well proportioned, I would say. They buffed up the body a little bit from, older Funko Pops. The older Funko Pop bodies were a lot more smaller, and the heads were a lot more bigger. Modern Funko Pops, like Doc Ock here, have a lot more, even though that they still are pretty big for, the head, at least that it's a little bit more proportionate with the actual body here. Taking a look at Megatron here. Now, proportion-wise, from the front, you can still tell the major difference here. This looks like Chucky from Child's Play 2. This guy just looks like your friendly neighborhood Dr. Octopus, okay? And I can tell you that because, Jesus Christ! My God! You can freaking, fit an entire corpse in that noggin of his. Jesus Christ, man! Like, look at that. It basically takes up... Let me flip around here. It basically takes up the entire rest of Doc Ock's head. That's how big and massive this is. And it's not just Megatron either. Here is Soundwave. Pretty identical to what we're looking at here. And yet, compare this to this, it's still way more proportionate than what the Transformer Funko Pops are going. I mean, they still look great. Don't get me wrong. It's just the head size. I hate the head sizes, man. I wish they were a little bit more proportionate with what you got going on over here than whatever this is going on here. But enough nitpicking. Well, it's not really nitpicking. It's actually a genuine criticism of Funko. But just take a look at the details here. I think modern Funko Pops obviously have really great detail. They're branching out from the simple cartoony aesthetic to a more accurate version of whatever character they're portraying in this, this style here. And it still looks great. I'm using, this is more like it's pretty much identical to the one in the show, but I'm going to use the Masterpiece Megatron for, the comparison between the details here. So yeah, the purple is very nice. I really do like the purple. I also would have wished that they would have went with a little bit more chrome going out here, just to give it a little bit more variety, because it kind of, the purple kind of blends in with each other, especially on the arms and the legs here, just the inner thighs and arms going on here. I wish they kind of went with a more metallic purple with what he had in the show. But yeah, just taking a look at the detail here, he's got some really great, awesome, silver there, got some black on the chest there. They even made his little side guns on the side of his hips there, and they even do have painted and sculpted cannons on the side there, which looks amazing. Love it. He's even got his tail weaponry here on the side as well. It even has a sculpted in hinge joint for the tip. It doesn't really move because, it's not really, Funko isn't really known for articulation. They're more just static objects. But yeah, the hand detail looks really nice. They even sculpted in his wings there as well with the sculpted in T-Rex arms, and they even painted the little claws there. So we got to get him props for that. The head sculpt looks very nice. Besides the size, just the sculpt work and the pretty much captures how Megatron looked like in the show. I really love the eyes, how they have a bright red for the iris there, and then the more darker shade red to try to make it look like, to make the eyes pop a lot more. Very awesome. I would have wished that they would have went for like an actual grin or a smile for Megatron here, instead of going for like the default growl and stern expression here. I would have loved to see a more, kind of evil smile that Megatron's is known for having. He's even got his little heels. Flip around to this side, you can see it better. Yeah, he's got some more heels there, very awesome as well. And of course, the T-Rex head looks fantastic. They did manage to, paint the eyes. He's even got a sculpted in tongue, and the inside of his mouth looks really nice as well. Even though that it is just, basically black, but it looks really nice. Obviously, for, proportion-wise, they couldn't have the T-Rex head as massive as it is in the show to make it more intimidating. They kind of had to scale it down, and now he looks like he's puppeteering a little hand puppet there. But yeah, it just looks fantastic, and he does have an articulated head, so he can, look any direction that you want. He can even pull an exorcist on you. So yeah, now he's looking at you from the back there. So yeah, awesome. Love the detail on this guy. It's pretty much identical to the show, even though that I did use, the Masterpiece figure for the detail comparisons, but it's basically identical to the show. But that's gonna do for me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't care what you do because of what time it is. So, bye, guys.